you remember what E3, the annual video game convention, used to look like? Well, there were massive booths, huge sound systems, and rock concert lighting. Well, this is the new E3 for 2007, and we're at an airplane hangar in Santa Monica. There's still lots of big game announcements, and tonight on Gamehead, I'm talking to the heads of the big three console companies. That's Reggie from Nintendo, Peter from Microsoft, and Jack from Sony. Hear their take on the new E3 and all the products they have coming out for the holidays, plus a look at some of the biggest games you're going to want to play, like Rock Band and Call of Duty 4. That's all right ahead on Gamehead's E3 Spectacular.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jack Tretton.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Gamehead, our E3 Spectacular. Now we're going to talk about PlayStation, and joining me is PlayStation's main man in the U.S., CEO Jack Tretton. Jack, great to have you on Gamehead. How are you?
Great to be here, Jeff.
So the big question at the press briefing, Jack, was obviously Killzone 2. Were you guys going to show it? Was it going to match the video? How did you feel sort of coming into E3? Did you think you had it?
I thought we had it, not only Killzone 2, because the problem is I live in the present, and I was so excited about the games we're shipping between now and the end of the year. But Killzone 2 is something that everybody's been talking about for 2 years.
A lot of people, when that video came out, everyone was doing, for 2 years, all you heard was people saying, oh, you're never going to match that video, this and that. I mean, what do you have to say to, like, Peter Moore now, who, says, oh, it's a video, it's never going to be real?
I think the great thing about working for Sony Computer Entertainment and being involved with the PlayStation is you get to say, I told you so a lot. Right. But you got to take some lumps in the short term so that you get to say, I told you so in the long term.
Peter Moore, I told you so?
Yeah, I told you so, Peter.
Jack, let's talk a little bit about the games you have for the PlayStation 3 coming out this year. Because, 360's got, they got their Halo, they've got their Mass Effect, they've got a lot of big titles. You think you've got a software lineup to go head-to-head with them and beat them?
I think in terms of number of exclusives, but more importantly in terms of quality of exclusives, Sony's unsurpassed. I mean, we've got 15 exclusive titles from our internal worldwide studios alone, and I think we made some pretty exciting announcements today from some of the third-party partners. Unreal Tournament 3, and we're incredibly excited to have NCSoft on there, Metal Gear Solid 4, very excited about that, and then Hades. So some really nice additions to the PlayStation 3 family.
Is there any frustration, though, that, Grand Theft Auto is not exclusive, Assassin's Creed at one point was going to be exclusive, not exclusive? Are those titles you would have loved to have had exclusive this year as well?
I think the GTA series was great, and we love everything it did for PlayStation 2, and we're excited about what it's going to do for PlayStation 3.
What I'm holding in my hand is the latest version of PSP, which will become available worldwide this year in September.
Kazurai got on stage, announced a new slimline PSP. When you see it on camera, it doesn't look any different, but I think it's actually, it's thinner, it's lighter. Why the decision to sort of refresh the PSP like that?
The design is revolutionary, and to mess with that would be crazy, but I think to make it a little slimmer, a little lighter is a great thing. I think the video out is a great thing, and I think the addition to the cache memory will be a nice asset for developers in reducing load times as well.
Congratulations. I mean, I think, PlayStation had the best of the three press conferences this year, and, there's been a lot of skepticism about what PS3 is going to be like going forward, but Killzone looks fantastic. I only wish it was coming sooner. Are we maybe going to get like a multiplayer beta this year or a demo or something?
I think there will be so many great games that hopefully you can afford the patience to wait until early next year to get into Killzone. But
you think by March? Or
you can't pin me down on that. Development.
First half of the year, something?
Soon, coming soon.
Location for Gamehead inside THQ's official E3 press room. You may recognize the man beside me. I am with the current UFC light heavyweight champion, Quentin Rampage Jackson. What are you doing here today? I mean, what brings you to E3 of all places?
Man, I am a video game freak.
Finally, we are going to see a UFC game.
This right here, we're going to set it off. It's going to be the best UFC game ever because I'm in it. That's why.
What is it like seeing yourself in action?
It looks so much like me. It scares me, what I'm saying? I look like that, Maybe there's like a little, think about a cyber clone of me, and maybe he really lives, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, that's crazy. Now Chuckler down. Bring it on.
If you could be in any game other than the awesome-looking UFC game, what would it be? Who would you be?
I want to be in Halo. I want to be Master Chief. With gold teeth. He's cool, he just take out his gun. Wow, he's like the modern day RoboCop.
When will we see you in the Octagon next?
September 8th, I had to fight the champion of Japan, Dan Henderson.
For more of this interview with Quentin Rampage Jackson and on the upcoming UFC game, make sure you go to GameTrailers.com.
All right, so this is the new E3. We're inside Barker Hangar here in Santa Monica. We got different booths for all the different companies, but they're all standardized booths. You got this one sign, you got these high-def monitors. You've got no, flashy lights, no crazy video screens, no booth babes. Where are the booth babes? Now we're down here at the Xbox 360 booth. Hate to break it to Peter Moore, but it looks like Project Gotham 4 here not played. See, the old E3, you could never just walk up and there's just a controller line. There's a line of 15 people deep. Now this is the Wii. That's Super Mario Galaxy. Very exciting. The Wii is actually encased in glass. Now here's the balance board right here. Very exciting. I guess you do have to take your shoes off when you use the balance board. Wii Fit right here. Now a game finally with a little bit of a crowd here. A line to play Call of Duty 4. If you didn't know the video game industry, you'd probably come to E3 and think this is an industry on its last legs, actually, which is quite sad.
Next on Gamehead, we get together for a nice cup of hot coffee with Microsoft's Peter Moore. We get more details on how to finish the fight in Halo 3, and still to come, Reggie and I literally go head-to-head in Nintendo's Wii Fit.